Hi, I'm Tinny from Minibulldesign, and this is Sima, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Now I am with pronunciation. Cargo transport Chinook helicopter. It's an SS-20. SS.022 is a designation that they give it. I don't know what the real designation is. Anyway, do you ever wonder what was inside of one of these? Because they fly, you know, you've seen them fly. Well, we're going to do, with modern photography and modern techniques, we're going to delve inside of one of these, because I've got more than one of them. Now, I had a problem with this one in that the front rotor was not turning freely, which was making it tend to fly forward because I wasn't getting as much lift on the front as on the back. And I had a motor that would seize up every now and then, and I just move it with my hand and it would free up. But that's no way to go with a piece of aircraft. So I had another helicopter. This is the blank side, the left-hand side, looking at it from the rear. Not a lot in there. That's a light, a running light. But when you get over here, it gets much more juicy. I'll try to get this up here where we can see it. You have two gears, not a lot different than the Blade X, and two motors, just regular brush motors, nothing high-tech here. And this is the front rotor group, and this shaft is shorter, in case you was wondering if you can change them out, than the rear one. This is the rear one, that's the front one. And the front one has 4 wires and simply plugs into the... I'm having a hard time getting this up where we can see it. The front one simply plugs into the... Come on, stay up there for me. Plugs into the front of the motherboard, and the rear one, which I have unplugged, plugs into the back side of the motherboard right over there. And the running lights plug right in right here. There's not a lot inside here. Up in here is a double battery pack, which plugs into the motherboard with a charging jack that hangs down through an access door. And basically, other than these two motors and these two gears, it's all controlled by the motherboard. It mixes the difference between the top and the bottom prop, and between the front prop and the back prop, depending on what you feed in for radio, and that gives you forward and reverse, up and down, left and right, all just mixed on this motherboard. There's nothing mechanical about it. Each motor is fed separately, and depending on how much or how little power it gets, depends on what the chopper does. Pretty cool, huh? So that's what's inside of SYMA SS.022 Chinook helicopter. Now, like I said, on the other one, the one that's together now, because I had the other one stripped down and I robbed this cluster out of it and put it in the new one. This is the old cluster. And this motor right here is dry or binding, which causes this top rotor to go a little slow, which causes it to not lift evenly. Now, I had enough trim in the radio to trim it out and make it work, but it was getting progressively worse. And I knew eventually I was going to run out of back trim and it wouldn't fly anymore. So I took this one out of the new one and took this old one out of this one and switched them out. It was really no big deal. 12, 15 screws, and just unplugged it. One screw and 2 screws in the back that hold it in place. One there and one there. Switched it out and then just put the 2 halves back together, and that's basically that. Now when you go to put this back together, you will find, ironically, and this one is all banged up, when you go to put it together, it has one little carbon fiber rod right there that goes into a hole right here. And if you don't get that lined up, because it can fray out quite easily, it won't go together. Once you get that rod in there, the rest of it, pretty much cookies and milk. So, there you have it. That's basically all that's inside one of these. and they are amazingly tough. You can run these right into walls and stuff, and it doesn't seem to have a big effect on them. I just wish they'd get the new rotor blades in stock because it needs a new set. I'm Tinny from minibulldesign. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have some fun today. I don't know, go out on the back deck, boil some water and make some ramen noodles, or fly a radio-controlled helicopter. Your call. Bye-bye.